Hello everyone, I'm Charlie Tolhurst and welcome to my latest YouTube video. Now, as you can see, this video is coming from a remote location due to me competing in a special event, but we're not talking about that because there's plenty of events on at the moment other than what we're going to be talking about this weekend, the build-up to the Daytona 500. Now, tomorrow evening, on Sunday, the 20th of February, the Daytona 500 will officially start. And it will be the first round of the 2022 Cup Series Championship. We've had three non-championship races, with the Busch Clash taking place in Los Angeles at the Memorial Coliseum, and a couple of blue-green vacation Daytona dual races held just the other day. So there is plenty at stake when it comes to this event. And for the race, Kyle Larson will start on pole position for Hendrick Motorsports. In fact, I will go over the grid for you now for the 2022 Daytona 500, which will see plenty of big names on the grid. Now, Kyle Larson will start on pole. Alex Bowman will start second in a Hendrick Motorsports 1-2. And also the winners of the two dual races also get their positions upgraded as well. So Brad Keselowski will start third for Ford. Chris Buescher also starts fourth on the grid for Ford. Austin Cindric starts fifth on the grid. And Michael McDowell, last year's Daytona 500 winner, starts sixth on the grid. Ryan Blaney is seventh. Harrison Burton, who replaces Matt DiBenedetto at Wood Brothers, running with number 21 Ford Mustang, is eighth. Chase Briscoe is ninth. And in 10th is Kyle Busch, who is 10th on the grid as well. Joey Logano starts the race 20th after suffering a disastrous sprint meeting. Of course, Joey Logano had a crash in the last of the sprint races, or should I say, they were sprint races, the last of the Daytona dual races, meaning he has to start the race down in 20th position. He couldn't have his position upgraded because he crashed on the last lap of the duel as well. So that's the grid for you as well. Also other entries as well into the event. Daniel Suarez, another entry. William Byron, 23rd. Denny Hamlin had an awful weekend, 30th on the grid for him as well. But also a few entries out into the event. Eric Almirola was down in 38th. 39th was another entry, which was Noah Gragson. And Jacques Villeneuve, who is competing in a one-off entry for Ford in the Daytona 500, was actually will start 40th and last tomorrow, but he will be taking part in the 500 with 40th on the grid as well. Plenty of other drivers as well. We had Ty Dillon 26th on the grid, Justin Haley 25th. So that is the starting grid as well for tomorrow's Daytona 500. That will be at around 7:30 tomorrow evening, lights out for that event as well. But we also had some action today from Daytona actually, because of course the NASCAR Xfinity Series and Camping World Truck Series also is on. Obviously the Xfinity Series, we had the Beef What's It for Dinner 300. That will start at 10 o'clock UK time. But the Camping World Truck Series results officially in, because that race took place early in the morning. The Next Era Energy 250. And the winner of that event was Zane Smith, who won that race. Second went to Ben Rhodes in the Toyota. And third went the way of Christian Eccles as well. So that was in the Camping World Truck Series. The Xfinity race gets underway later this evening, and the final race, which is the main event of the weekend, the Daytona 500, takes place tomorrow at the Daytona International Speedway on the Oval Circuit, and that will be from around 7:30 UK time tomorrow as well. So that news is there. But the Daytona 500, we're just going to quickly go over the event quickly. What is the history of the Daytona 500? Because plenty of people asked me the Daytona 500, how long has it been on the NASCAR calendar for? Well, the Daytona 500 has been first held in 1959, originally on Daytona Beach. And yes, it has been held on an oval circuit, I think, since the 60s. As well, actually. Plenty of editions of the event have been held. In 1959, Lee Petty won the original first ever Daytona 500, but some other big winners as well. Saw 1991 Carl Irvan took in the win there. The end of took the win there. 1991. 1989, Daniel Waltrip stretches his final tank of fuel 53 laps to win on his 17th try. As well, 1979 was the first Daytona 500 was to be broadcasted live on national television, airing on CBS. 1979 as well. 2001 would be known as the Black Sunday in motorsport. Of course, unfortunately, this year it is 21 years ago since we lost the Intimidator Dale Earnhardt Sr. Dale Earnhardt Sr., of course, was a very prominent NASCAR driver, used to drive Chevrolet Camaros. Unfortunately, he suffered a horrible accident at the 2001 Daytona 500 where he was clipped by another car. He lost control. Another car basically lost control, he lost control of his car. And unfortunately, another car hit him. Another driver hit him. And in the end, because of the side-on collision they had against the wall at about nearly 200 miles per hour, Earnhardt was knocked unconscious and sadly died later that evening with a basilar skull fracture. That's why the HAMS device was added to motorsport a couple of years later to help improve safety, restricting neck movements during the event of a crash. So, yes, guys, all I can say is the Daytona 500 looks to be a huge, groundbreaking event this weekend. The grand jewel to the motorsport season starts this weekend, and I'm sure NASCAR fans are ready and pumped up like myself for a great weekend of motorsport. Gentlemen, start your engines officially tomorrow for the start of the 2022 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Official championship starts tomorrow. You can also view up the NASCAR calendar as well, including having a look at what is happening on there as well. Also, other motorsport events are scheduled to take place very soon as well. We also have the opening round of the IndyCar season, which takes place at the end of February in St. Petersburg on the 27th. So please tune in, guys, whenever you can to watch these motorsport series. But thank you so much for watching this video tonight, guys. Take care. I'll see you next time for another update motorsport. Take care. Goodbye.